Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can install Python on your Mac operating system. So let's get started and let's see how we can do it. So first of all, you need to go to your favorite browser and search for Python. And the first link which will appear here will be from python.org. So we are going to click on this link. And here you will straight away see the download section. And at the time of making this video, the latest version of Python is Python 3.14.2, right? You can also see this downloads option here at the top. You can either click on this download option or you can just click on this. So let me click on this download section here and then click on this option which says 3.14.2 for Python. And when I click on this, it's going to download this kind of package file. So this file name is something like this: python hyphen the version hyphen macOS 11.pkg file, right? So once this file is downloaded, you can go to the folder where it is downloaded and then just double click on this .pkg file. So let me double click on this .pkg file and let me minimize all the other tabs here. So here you can see the welcome window for the Python installer. So at this point, you just need to click on the continue button and then you can read through this information and then click on continue button. And then you have this license agreement. If you agree, click on continue and then click on agree. And then on the next window, you can see this will take around this much amount of space on your computer. So if you agree, just click on install here and give your Mac's password which you use to log into your Mac operating system, and then click on install software, which is going to start the process of installation of Python on your Mac operating system. And then it's going to open this kind of window. So this is the location where Python is installed, and it installs all these kind of utilities. So Python also comes with its own Python IDLE IDE. You have this Python launcher which you can use to set some settings for the Python. For example, if you want to give some flags to run Python command, then you can use it from here. We are going to see how we can do it. So at this point, I am going to just close this window, and then you can see here, once I close this window, it says congratulations, Python for macOS is installed on our Mac operating system. So at this point, I can click on close button, which is going to ask me if I want to move this installer to the bin folder. Yes, because we are done with this installer, so we can move it to the bin. So I'm going to click on bin, move to bin option. And once this installer is moved to the bin, we can start with the Python on our Mac operating system. So first of all, we are going to go to our apps section. So click on this apps icon here, and then you can see these two utilities which are installed by installing Python on our Mac operating system. So these are called idle and launcher, right? So when I click on the Python launcher, you will see that here I can set some preferences related to Python. So setting for file type Python script, interpreter will be this one. So Python is installed at this location, and we can use Python command using Python 3 command, right? And then it says run in terminal window. So when we open some terminal, we can run the Python using the terminal also. Also, we have all these options which are optional, right? So if at some point somewhere you read that I need the debug parser output or verbose import, then you can check all these checkboxes. For now, I'm going to leave everything as default and close this window. Now let's try to open the terminal. So terminal, if you don't know, is something which comes with your Mac operating system, so you can open it anytime, right? So just click on this spotlight search and search for terminal here, and here you can see the option for opening the terminal. So click on this terminal option, which is going to open this kind of terminal, and here you can just type python 3 command. So just write python and 3 space hyphen hyphen version. So we are going to check which version of Python we have installed. And now when I press enter here, it says Python 3.14.2, which is the version we have installed, right? And then when I write Python 3 command here, it's going to open this kind of Python REPL. REPL stands for read, eval, print loop, and it's the fancy word for just running the Python related command in this terminal, right? So when I just type 2 plus 2 here, it's going to give me the answer 4. So 2 plus 2, 4. Or if I want to print something using Python, I can just write print and then these parentheses, and then inside double quotes, whatever I write, it's going to be printed. So for example, hello world here, and then press enter, and it's going to print hello world, right? So you can run Python commands or Python related code using the terminal using Python 3 command, right? Let me close this Python terminal and then click on terminate here. But before terminating, let me also show you how you can quit from this Python REPL. So to quit from this Python REPL, you can just write quit and then these parentheses and then press enter, and you come out of the Python REPL. And now we can close this terminal from here, and then you can also quit from this terminal. So right click on this terminal and click on quit, and which is going to close this terminal, right? Now we are going to use Python idle to create a Python script or run a Python command. So it's similar to running your Python command on the terminal, but instead, we are going to run this command on the Python IDLE IDE. So just search for idle here and then open Python idle from the apps, and it's going to open this kind of window from where you can directly run your command. So it directly opens the Python REPL, right? So when I type 2 plus 5 here, it's going to give me the answer. Or if I want to print something, I can also do that from here, right? So just write hello world here, and then it's going to print something, right? So the main advantage of using the idle or any other IDE is that it allows us to program in a better way, in a sense that is going to provide some IntelliSense. So for example, if I write print here and then start with parentheses, you can see this idle IDE gives me some options. So these are the arguments which I can pass to this Python function, right? So you don't need to know at this point when you are installing Python what does this print command does. So at this point, I just want to inform you this kind of utility of IDEs like idle, or in future you are going to install some other IDEs, right? So it can accept all these arguments, and it says print the value to the stream. So this is the use of this Python print command. So Python idle is going to help you in running those commands, and also you can create a new Python file using Python idle. So when you click on file, new file option, it's going to open this file. And here when I write print once again, and then just type something, and then I can save this file, right? So to save this file, I can click on this file option and then click on save here, and then I can choose where I want to save this file. So here is the document folder. I can save this file into the documents folder, or I can create a new folder inside my documents folder where I can save this file. So let me create a Python apps folder, and inside that Python apps folder, I'm going to name my file as hello.py, and then click on save, and it's going to create this file under the documents folder. So let's go to the documents folder. So I'm going to just right click here and then click on the documents folder on the Finder app, right? So right click on the Finder app and then click on documents, where I have created the Python apps folder, and here this file is created, right? And then I can just run this file also, right? So when I just click on this file here and make it bigger, here is the run option I get, and I can just click on run module or press F5 to run this program. So when I click on run, it prints the output of this file in the terminal itself, in the idle itself, right? So this is how you can use idle. Now, if you don't want to use idle and you want to just create a raw Python file and then run it using the terminal, you can also do that. So let me open the folder which I have created, which is Python app, and here I'm going to right click, and then I can create some files here, and then I can also run those Python file using the terminal, right? So let's open the terminal once again, and we are going to go to the documents folder. So just write cd documents, and then we have created the Python apps folder, right? So just write Python, and when you press tab, it's going to auto complete your command. So if you just type Python here and press tab, it's going to auto complete the apps, right, folder, and then press enter. So we are inside the Python apps folder, and here we are going to create a new file. And in macOS, you can use this touch command on the terminal to create a new file. So I'm going to name my file as test.py. So using touch command, I want to create this test.py file. When I press enter, you can see this test.py file is created, and now I can double click on this file, which is going to open this file using idle, because our Python interprets this file that it's a Python related file and opens it into the default uh, program, right? So here I can once again write the same command and print hello, just for demonstrating that it works, and then just write hello here, and then you can also save your file using command S, and then close this Python file. And then what you can do here is in your terminal itself, so let me just close this also, and in your terminal itself you can just type python3 and then the name of your file, which is test.py file, and then press enter, and it will print or it will execute this script, which is the test.py script, right? So this is how you can install Python on your Mac operating system and use it on your Mac operating system. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video.